carving new territory for that role. Will he go back to practicing law? Will the vice president stay in politics? One of the big questions is her future. We know that the outgoing president has the elder statesman status, but the outgoing vice president does not get an official office as guaranteed by the taxpayers. She will certainly have a political arm and will have many decisions to make about how she goes forward.
Will she run for governor of California? Will she run for president again? We know that she's going to start by writing a book.
Right.
And so she will go back to California and begin that endeavor, we are told.
And it's hard to imagine the fire's devastation would not be an issue that would draw her into a potentially visible role if she chooses to.
Absolutely. And President-elect Trump saying that he's going to visit California a little bit later on this week, and that will really be one of his first trips, if not his first trip as president.
For all of these individuals, there is a theme when you look at some of these pairings, whether it's J.D. Vance and Donald Trump, whether it's Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, whether it's some of the younger senators that we're seeing alongside some of the senators who are older in age. There is this theme in Washington over the next few years that will be generational change. The Democrats are grappling with this now. The Republicans may ultimately end up grappling with this come, and I don't want to bring up 2028 because I know we're not even there yet, but come
you owe me a call every time you bring up 2028.
Just the one, I promise, Savannah. But you look at what will happen in the next 4 years here. This is something, when you talk about passing the torch, who will be the successor when you look at Democratic leadership here? Hakeem Jeffries, of course, coming in with outgoing speaker.
At the same time, you will have Donald Trump, if he serves the complete term, will be the oldest serving president ever, even older than Biden leaving today.
And will he give room for J.D. Vance to emerge? Often presidents do not want politically ambitious vice presidents. And yet these circumstances allow for a very young man. This is the first time that a president or vice president is younger than me, so I'm having a little hard time with that today. But will he give him room to run, to set up a potential?
A lot of people have asked that about his relationship with Elon Musk. And
yes, because he's been more prominent during this period.
So far, they appear to be working together.
Donald Trump Jr. as well, I think, has alluded to his own political ambitions and what you could see as like the next Trump dynasty, if you will.
I think it's interesting in terms of the future of all of these folks we're discussing, but it's also really significant in terms of the Trump agenda. He has effectively 2 years to get everything on his very long list accomplished. And if you talk to some Republican lawmakers, they say it's even shorter than that. So the urgency is going to be there from the moment.
We're going to be doing those first 100-day stories, well, 100 days from now.
I've already started thinking about them.
As I said it, I realized,
And speaking of type A personalities, if you're keeping up from home, this is the moment, actually, right now, that the oath of office was to be administered to J.D. Vance by Justice Brett Kavanaugh. But as you can see, we are running a bit behind schedule.
And we don't know if those are planned holds in the program to affect the overall timing or not.